Wow. Let's look at this guy's uniform.
Oh,
Holy cow, it's just like the students here when they come in.
There's nothing on the picture. Oh yeah, you're right, Bob.
The shirt is pressed, maybe a light starch, so it holds its shape. Well tailored. Look at that. Man.
Oh yeah.
They must be patterning their uniforms after us.
Well, we can see it.
Whoa!
Well,
Hey, check this out.
Bob, you want to turn around and look at the board before you continue?
Oh. But then I have to start over.
Hi，我喺國體 EP 有18年啦，而家係幫717嘅 training captain。
Did you see that? He adjusted his epaulet. Did you see that?
今次咧就係短途嘅航班，所以咧就只有2個 pilot 係我同埋個 first officer。飛之前咧，我哋都會喺 dispatch 度咧有個 pre-flight briefing 嘅。briefing 最主要係講下嗰班航班有咩特別嘅事情要注意啦，調整下啲空氣啦，有幾多油啦。當 cabin crew 同埋 pilot 完成咗佢 briefing 之後咧，我哋就會喺 immigration counter 嗰度嚟會面啦，然後就一齊坐巴士，然後就直接去到飛機嘅底部。喺巴士度咧，就會同 cabin crew 咧做一個 pre-flight briefing 嘅。咁我會同佢講話飛行嘅時間啦。咁如果有 forecast 嘅不穩定氣流嘅話咧，我哋都會同 cabin crew 講聲，最就留意少少，咁令到乘客有個最舒適嘅旅程。一去到 cockpit 嗰陣時候咧，我哋就會負責分工㗎啦。因為我哋都係跟住我哋 SOP 去做嘢嘅。SOP 咧就係 Standard Operating Procedure， 就係每個機師都會因應住嗰套嘅 procedure、嗰套嘅規則嚟受訓嘅。咁所以就算係大家第一次飛、第一次合作都好咧，只要大家跟住個 SOP 去工作，咁大家咧就會合作無間㗎啦。通常每班航班咧都會分 pilot flying 或者 pilot monitoring 嘅。pilot flying 咧就主要係負責入航班嘅資料喺個電腦入邊啦，而 pilot monitoring 咧就主要係做駕駛艙入邊嘅安全檢查同埋會做埋 walk around 嘅。walk around 咧就主要係要確保飛機咧外面嘅結構啊，所有嘢都係正常嘅。其實喺 pilot walk around 之前咧，工程師已經會 walk 咗一次㗎啦，其實所有嘢咧都起碼會 check 2次甚至3次以上嘅。機師一定要確保架飛機係完全安全先至可以起飛嘅。通常我哋會 check 下引擎啦、氣流架啦，甚至乎會 check 埋入油嘅時候入邊有冇水分添嘅。
Check through rolling to go. Okay. Ready? Yep. V1. Rotate. That's it, right? Yep. Good. Sure enough. Check.
其實機師唔係淨係話飛咁簡單嘅，因為機師仲要去 monitor 同埋去 manage autopilot 嘅。好多時有唔同嘅飛機或者因應交通嘅問題咧，有時 ATC 咧都會俾一啲指令我哋，希望我哋去盡量配合佢咯。
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking. We are currently passing 28,000 feet. For those passengers sitting on the right-hand side of the aircraft, it's a very beautiful day today, and you should have a good view of Fuji. We enjoy the view as much as we do. Thank you very much for your attention. Room 53, Mr. Ho, schedule 3,000 feet. Check. Now we have to vacate to the left now and take 07. That's what I'm planning. 181. Flap 15. Speed checks. Flaps 15. Autopilot disconnect. Check. Flight director. Check. 1,000. Stable. Check. 500. Check. Check. Minimums. Continue. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. Speed it up. Second lap for 23. Quebec for Baybound 5. Check.
其實每次降落之後咧，飛機師唔係就咁話即刻離開飛機咁簡單嘅。每次降落之後，我哋都有啲 paperwork 要佢做嘅，譬如要記錄翻嗰個航班嘅時間啦，喺呢個落係幾點鐘啦，甚至乎航班發生咗啲咩事都好，我哋都要記錄喺個睇落度。咁等下一班嘅機師一睇嘅時候，就知道架飛機係咩狀態，同埋有啲咩特別要注意。作為一個 training captain， 最緊要嘅係要點樣去 inspire 啲 junior， 等佢哋更加想做個更好嘅機師。我哋國泰成日都講話，我哋係唔會 train second officer 嘅，我哋 train 一個 future captain。希望借今次嘅旅程，大家對機師嘅生活更加多了解，期待喺下次國泰航班上面同你見面。
Are you inspired? What kind of takeaways do we have here? Come on, Fanal, stay awake. Struggle, you get through it. Durga, stay awake, put the phone away. Is it too much for you? What are the takeaways here? Pick out some key things. What key things did anybody notice in this? Do we have to watch it again? Key points.
Presentation.
What did you see? Go ahead.
Presentation. Always keep learning. Try to train others with the knowledge you have.
Well, that's a good takeaway.
Professionalism.
What's that, Durga?
Professionalism.
Professionalism. Describe that for me so I have a clear picture.
Basically not her. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Describe it for me.
so
What did you see here?
They're all people from different, they're all captains and first officers from different places. And when they have a flight together, the first thing, I think the second or third clip, when they met, the way they met, the way they shook hands, the way they walked together, that was so professional. I think the whole
Walking
inspiration started from
Holding hands.
together, holding hands. I didn't get that one, but is there anything else that you can paint into that picture for me?
Holding hands.
What can you tell me? What did you see here? Come on, everybody, this is a group effort. What did you see here? What?
Teamwork.
What?
A teamwork.
I'm sorry, I may have not heard you.
Teamwork.
Teamwork. Oh, wow, teamwork.
They did, when they got into a cockpit, they split the SOP, was a standard operating procedure, and they did like, okay, half of, you're doing half. And second thing, they trust each other, then everybody will do their work properly.
And how do they trust each other?
That's a professionalism.
There's more to it. He said a key thing.
Everyone is trained through the same procedures.
The same procedure.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
What we learned from the day one over here.
that was an
follow
excellent observation.
Yes, from the checklist, walk around, check the fuel, check the quality of fuel.
Everything.
Everything we follow till the end. It's like everything. What we learn from day one is going to come with us. If we want to get into an airline or anywhere, you want to get a first officer or captain, you have to do everything right from day one. You can't skip anything if you want to get there.
Okay, that's a very good observation. What else? Because there's lots of observations here. What else? Don't stare at me like I'm a zombie. What else?
It's not about only flying. It's a lot about paperwork. It's a lot about discipline. You can't skip any small thing.
Right. Very good. But there's a lot more. What else? Wow. What other points can you come out with in this video? How about?
That's a beautiful place.
What?
Nothing.
How about the shirts tucked in? Shirts pressed. You guys show up at a job interview dressed the way you come into this school, they're just going to send you home laughing.
They're wearing black jeans, right, Bob?
Yeah, black jeans.
Yeah,
Black capri looking jeans.
I just want to make sure.
Skinny pants. Yeah, that works every time. I guarantee you won't get a job interview you show up in that. Professional clothing, professional attire.
所以咧就只有兩個 pilot 係我同埋個 first officer。飛之前咧，我哋都會喺 dispatch 度咧有個 pre-flight briefing 嘅。briefing 最主要係講下嗰班航班有冇咩特別嘅事情要注意啦，要傾下啲天氣啦，攞幾多油啦。
What did we call this? Come on.
Sorry?
What did we call this? What's taking place here?
That's the briefing.
Yes, but what's happening?
Teamwork.
Teamwork. You guys work as a team here?
Yeah.
Doing what? That's a real loose interpretation of teamwork.
They study together at times. They study at times together.
At times.
Yeah.
當 cabin crew 同埋 pilot 完成咗佢 briefing 之後咧，咁我哋就會喺 immigration counter 嗰度嚟會面啦，然後就一齊坐巴士，然後就直接去到飛機嘅底部。喺巴士度咧，我哋都會同 cabin crew 咧做一個 pre-flight briefing 嘅，咁會同佢哋講話飛行嘅時間啦。咁如果有 forecast 嘅不穩定氣流嘅話咧，我哋都會同 cabin crew 講聲，佢哋留意少少，咁令到乘客咧有個最舒適嘅旅程嘅。
What did he say?
Well, we couldn't see.
咁會同佢哋講話飛行嘅時間啦。咁如果有 forecast 嘅不穩定氣流嘅話咧，我哋都會同 cabin crew 講聲，佢哋留意少少，咁令到乘客咧有個最舒適嘅旅程嘅。
What did he say?
Passenger, maybe cabin crew.
Cabin crew. He works with the cabin crew. He's responsible. He's the first officer. He's responsible to make sure everybody is informed and briefed before a flight. He is. The whole purpose of all this is so that you understand the responsibility level that you're trying to get into and you guys take very lightly. For some of you, this is just grab-ass fun and games, show up when you want to, don't bother doing anything, complain about everybody else. Attitudes around here have got to change. If you want to be in this type of an environment with this type of people, you better up your game in professionalism. Your uniforms look like trash. You girls need to get some professional slacks, because what you wear is not. It would not be acceptable. You guys need to clean it up a little. Shirts pressed. Anybody here know how to use an iron? An iron? That's that thing that gets really hot and you put it on your shirt and move it around. I know mom did it back home for you, but here you have to do it yourself. Anybody know how to do that? You can't even use a microwave. Who are you trying to kill? You tried to kill me.
You? You, not me.
Can you use an iron? You can, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I want to see that in your shirt.
Every time. That is.
Okay? Guys, this is what your goal is, right? This is where your dreams and aspirations are? Yes? No?
Yes.
Who said that? Awesome. I got one person in the room who really wants to go somewhere. Is this where you want to be? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes.
Who else? Anybody else want to be there?
Of course. Of course.
Don't give me the cold stare. The laser thing. Anybody else want to be there?
Yes, but.
Well, how are you going to get there? By coming here and goofing off? I know, YouTube videos, right? Don't learn to fly, just play YouTube videos. How are you going to get there?
By bus? Sorry.
I mean, you guys want this, you want this. Somewhere you had a dream, maybe as a little kid, of wearing epaulets and flying big airplanes. But it requires a great deal of responsibility and professionalism. And you guys can interact here, you speak a little bit. I would like to hear from you.
Alright,
So was it worth seeing? What?
I was going to say, since you're new, Thomas, I'll let you speak. Do you want to go to the airlines?
I have a slightly
Fair
different.
enough.
That's a very good question, actually. Actually, more or less on the private side, from my perspective. So, and I can be very open about it. I'm considering a commercial pilot's license, but I'm here initially for the private pilots because I chose a different career in my life, and that also has plenty of responsibility with it on the financial side. And I always wanted to fly an airplane, and that's what I decided to pursue this summer. So this is more of a initial goals, but every job actually that we can speak out to, every job comes with responsibilities, whether you're a pilot or whether you handle people's millions of dollars. You are responsible as much as anyone else.
That's right.
All right. I have this really cool article here. Actually, I have 3 articles here. We'll do as many as we can. Flight training frustrations. What do you think about that topic? Then we'll have the article on flight instructor frustrations.
Can we start with that one? I'll name them all right off the list.
You have a list for that? I have a whole book for that.
Yeah. I've been writing a novel the past week.
I have more books than Harry Potter.
Flight training frustrations. Why, Durga, I know you just volunteered to read the first paragraph.
Oh my God, when did I say that?
I heard you. Add that to Durga.
Are you sometimes frustrated in your flight training? Does it feel like the more landings or instrument approaches you practice, the worse you get? We've all been there. You feel like the harder you practice to get it right and the more repetition involved, you still plateau. Or worse, you regress. Sometimes it seems like there's nothing you can do about it, but keep spinning your wheels. However, there are some steps you should take to reduce these frustrating moments that are inevitable. There are many possible distractions that can bring about a learning plateau. It can happen at any time during your training and for any licensed or rating sort. Perhaps stress from work, school, or at home prevents you from coming to a flight lesson prepared to learn. Or you could be stressed because you're not progressing as fast as you had been before. What can you do? Keep trying and hope for the best. Take a break from training. Now you should take a proactive approach, and there are some things you can do.
Okay.
You want me to continue?
Well, let's talk about it. Was anybody listening to Durga read? Well, 3 of you are shaking your head. That's a good omen. What did you hear? I know. What did you hear?
Me?
Yeah, you.
About frustration, flight training frustrations. If we are practicing the same thing and not getting it, we get frustrated. We think that however hard I try, I'm not going to learn this. And that makes us frustrated. And sometimes stress from home or something else makes us, we are not ready for the training if we have stress from some other place. So what should we do about that? Keep trying, hope for the best.
Hope for the best?
I don't want it to sound like keep doing the wrong thing again and again until it writes out itself.
So, what are the key, what's the acronym for self-assess?
I'm safe.
What was that one?
I don't remember.
Is it the pilot checklist to make sure that they're?
Yeah,
Yeah, actually.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
Yeah.
I'm safe. Do you do that?
You sign it every morning. Somebody just signs it on their weather log if they're unsafe. I don't know.
Yeah, well, they can sign it, but whether or not they actually
Do it, yeah.
do it is another. Like Fennell, he's looking at me like he's got his eyes propped open. His mind is somewhere else.
He learned the art of sleeping with his eyes open.
Why me always?
Because you look like you're going to topple over backwards.
I'm listening.
So what's the next one, Durga?
It says examine your debriefing. First and foremost, examine your debriefing after each flight. Is there a debriefing? Yeah, then we do have one. This critical time to review your performance while it's still fresh in your head is very important. It's almost as important as the flight itself. It should be detailed enough so you have all of your questions answered. If your instructor isn't putting forth the effort or the debrief seems short and vague, ask him if you can conclude your flight lessons 10 minutes earlier than normal to allow enough time for more constructive review.
So what'd you hear? Guys, what did you hear? Gals? Rohan? What did you hear? You're looking at me like I'm like deformed fly. What did you hear? Are you listening to what's going on? You had to have heard something. Or are you not even in the room?
I didn't hear that.
You didn't hear that? Oh, this is bad. How are you going to fly if you didn't hear that, if you're not paying attention? How's that going to work out? You just get up there and hit the autopilot, and look out the window. I hope the airplane gets you to where you got to go. It's bad. You need to get your mind back into the game. Quit goofing around. Hirschday. You pick it up at the top, read the first paragraph.
Prepare properly.
Yeah.
The next step is to make sure there is a pre-flight brief. This should begin the day before your flight. You should know exactly what to expect on the next flight. If you are unsure, ask your instructor to tell you. It seems like I'm placing all of this responsibility on the instructor to keep you engaged. However, this is your responsibility too. Pre-flight briefings should include studying associated material, chair flying at home, and tie-down flying in the airplane. Sitting in the airplane with permission, of course, when it's not being used is a fantastic way to practice. Leave the master switch off and just simulate everything in your head. Then when you go flying, your hands know right where everything is. Understanding what your instructor expects of you before every flight and a thorough debrief should help prevent most flight training frustrations.
What did she just say?
Pre-flight is as important as you.
What else did she say?
Practice.
Touch and practice. Muscle memory.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Okay, read the next one. Next section.
Next section. Have fun. Another step you can and should frequently take is to have fun. Remember why you got into flying in the first place. Are you doing this for a hobby or for business travel? Maybe you are interested in a career. Try something fun to remind you why you are making the investment in a pilot certificate. Try something new to rekindle the attraction. For example, if you are having trouble with pattern work and landings, try a change of scenery. If you practice at a non-towered field, ask your instructor to take you to a towered airport for multiple landings. Even if you are not ready to handle ADC communications just yet, your instructor should be more than happy to assist. It will be fun to be at an airport with bigger, faster aircraft to see. If you train at a towered field, do the opposite. A non-towered field with a shorter runway will challenge you and help you hone your aim point on landings. If you are having trouble with cross-country flights or VOR and GPS tracking, fly with your instructor to an early breakfast. You can take off and track east before sunrise so you can see it easier from the air. Or maybe fly west to dinner to watch the sunset. While this may sound like a digression from your training syllabus and an extra cost you didn't plan on, it's not. The time and money you spend to have some fun while flight training will guarantee a return of knowledge, skill, and retention. Because only you know what is fun for you. Don't be shy about offering some ideas.
Okay. Was that the end?
Yes.
All right. Anybody still in the room with me?
Still
So, instructor people, do you have any comments on any of this?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Your pre-flight stuff, practicing your chair flying and your procedures at home. It's very easy as an instructor to spot who practices and who doesn't. Especially when we're doing power offs, power ons, and we have to continually say the difference between a power off and power on stall. And I don't know, maybe I just gotta make a recording of my voice saying it, you know, so you can listen to it 1,000 times that night before you go to sleep. But yeah, that's very frustrating when we have to repeat ourselves, you know, 6 lessons in when you should have gotten it three lessons ago.
Anybody else in the back row want to say anything? No?
For now.
Got anything from you?
Go right now.
Okay. You guys find that particular article pertinent to what you're doing? No. Was it pertinent to what you're doing here? Or it didn't involve a YouTube video? Come on, guys. You guys want to have a career, right? That's my understanding. Is that the way I'm getting the big picture here? You guys want a career in aviation as a pilot. Is that it? Yes?
Yes.
Yes? That was not very decisive yes.
What were you asking me?
Or was it me?
I can't see you. You're behind his head.
You should do like on purpose, so you don't see me sleeping.
You guys want a career. When are you going to get serious about it? You're not. This is fun and games. You're not serious. You don't take it like a serious person wanting to advance. I see it. Instructors see it. People outside see it. Your uniforms don't reflect it. Your actions don't reflect it. It's time to clean up your act. If you want to be a pilot, you want to have a career in an airline, these guys at Cathay Pacific, they wouldn't even talk to you. The way you act here and come dressed, they wouldn't even entertain a job application. All right. We're also going to start a new program, weekly tasks of keeping the school building in good-looking condition. That's going to raise our professionalism level. So I'm going to ask for volunteers. I'm going to need 5 volunteers. Now, you can volunteer or I can volunteer you. It's up to you. But this list is going to have names on it before we leave this room. So I recommend you volunteer.
What other tasks?
It doesn't matter. I just need volunteers. Okay, Lewis, you're the first volunteer. Every day, the trash cans have to be emptied.
Okay.
Every day, without fail.
Can we have volunteers from the room that was the messiest today?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have a new category.
Oh, okay.
We're not done yet.
Oh, okay. I was just getting ahead of myself, I guess.
So, Lewis is going to be responsible for the next 2 weeks. One in the back, one here by this counter, and Cassandra's trash cans are taken out.
Right.
Daily. Every day.
Daily. You should be here daily.
Daily.
So,
Daily. There's a real key thing there. Now, the next volunteer is going to have the special task of inspecting the classrooms every day. And if there's a classroom that's particularly untidy, you will be responsible to encourage its occupants to clean the room.
Encourage is not happening, I'm pretty sure.
How about you encourage with a yard scale?
It would have to be a mighty thick one.
Good luck with that.
So, Terrence, your job for the next 2 weeks will be to inspect the classrooms daily.
Including Saturday.
Well, Monday through Friday.
Okay. That one.
Daily.
Okay.
I need a third volunteer. Don't everybody speak at once.
Yeah, right.
Who's going to volunteer for the third?
Okay,
I will do that.
Okay, Jay.
Position 3.
J2, your responsibility is going to see that the refrigerator is cleaned out daily. When you inspect it, if there's something in there that's been there for more than 2 days, you throw it away.
Okay.
Not
If
the
somebody-
cold cans.
If somebody complains, ignore them. If it's in there for 2 days, throw it away.
Ignore them
Yeah.
if somebody comes.
I need yet one more volunteer. You want to volunteer?
Yeah.
Your job is to inspect the carpeting every day.
Okay.
And when the fluff balls come in and the grass comes in, you have to vacuum. Run the vacuum every day to clean up whatever gets tracked in there. One more volunteer. This is a high pressure position.
Come on, Satish. Try to volunteer for the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That idiot to try.
Okay. Your job is going to be to put a new motivational word every day.
Right. I'll put that.
I didn't plan on this, Satish. but-
Don't worry.
Okay, your job is a new motivational word on that window every day.
We'll start with Jay Chennagesara.
Hey, Janagasa.
Motivation.
Motivation. Kiss me, I'm Indian.
Okay? So that's your job. Now this list may change as time goes on, and things be added or taken away, but for now, this is where we're going to start.
So what about the star classroom we were talking about earlier? I'm waiting for that.
Well, that is going to be
Celebrity room.
Terrence's position. He has to inspect every one of the study rooms and see that they are clean. And when necessary, encourage, by whatever means available, the occupants of said rooms to clean up after themselves.
Okay.
There's a pile of lumber in the hangar. Feel free to pick any piece that may be suitable.
1 nail, 2 nail, 3 nails.
Maybe I need a gun for that.
All right, so that is it for now. You guys did a great job today. A lot of goofing off, but we got it done.
Okay, and plus Jack is going to teach the private charm school. He's going to start it mainly for Thomas, and we have one more new student, but anyone else who wants to join in.
You're gonna join in.
Harshit is coming in. Okay, and JD can be helpful for you as well. He's going to just do the chapter 1 today, but he'll be going on with the daily pieces. He's finishing the whole thing for Thomas here, and we have another student. So he's going to be doing that daily, I mean today, and then starts from Monday. So if you guys join in. Not sure. From
Just assume, Durga, it'll be when you're supposed to be here.
For
It'll be-
Durga, it starts at 7:30 in the morning. So she'll be here.
Should be here at 9.
He's known me for a year now.
A year.
that way I have a lot more names to go.
Sad. All right, guys, that was a good one. Enjoy. And we'll have more fun topics next Tidy Day. Oh, I can't wait.
Can we like elaborate about the instructor frustration?
Oh, we didn't talk about that.
Give some time for the donors.